Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Here, this side, Yash, and I welcome you all to this amazing training because today we are going to talk about the number one strategy. Okay, all right, it's doing that. All right, hey everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope you can see me okay. Let me know in this. Let me know in the comment section below. And then today we're gonna cover something. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, today we're going to talk about how you can actually, use artistly and create in-demand, personalized products and then sell them. Hey, my camera is back. All right, wonderful. I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. I hope everyone can hear me today properly. And I just can't wait to share this amazing strategies with you on this training. The goal and the agenda for this session is how you can convert your designs into personalized product and sell them. What is the niche that you should go in? What are those platforms that allows you, to convert your designs into products? What are those services? There's very little known platform that allows you, and there's some case studies as well. All right. So I just can't wait to share all of that with you in this training. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna come to your questions as I go through that. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop that down below. All right, perfect. Awesome. So I'm going to share my screen right now and let's get this going. All right. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I hope my screen is visible. And I'm talking about today, all the sessions going to be about how you can create, okay? So one specific product niche, right? Personalized portraits, right? Whether it is personalized pet portraits, family portraits, house portraits, pet portraits, people are paying like $30 a portrait for converting them into different styles with their own pets, with their family, wedding. And this is like, honestly, this is something, look at this, right? This portrait, right? So a lot of new house people who shift into a new house or they get the new home buyers, they are going nuts for this, right? It sells for $75 right now, and with different dimensions, with different pricing and all that kind of good stuff, right? And I'm going to show you how to get this design using artistly. I'm going to show you how you get this actually framed and ship it to the other person. You don't have to hold the inventory. It's all pure print on demand. But this is niche that nobody is actually focusing on, new home buyer, which from my research, I was like pretty shocked. And check this out. This is again, wedding couple portrait. This is another like, family portrait for Christmas and gifting purposes. This is another house portrait. This one is another going for $20. It's in 20 plus cards. It's a bestseller right now. People are going nuts for that. Retirement and stuff like that. Our dream house. People are getting a dream house. It's their dream, right? To get that portrait or gifting purposes and stuff like that. And they're cute, Father's Day gift, Mother's Day gift, daughter, birthdays, anniversary. This is just a huge market that's ready to be disrupted, by folks like us, right? And there are some strategies that you need to keep in mind in order to succeed. There are some ways and there are some niches, right? One of the niches that you probably have not heard about, which is this home niche, which is going crazy. There are not a lot of sellers, not a lot of people who are doing it, but there's a huge demand from this. This is one of the best Etsy's pick, how you can sell them, how you can print them, all that I'm going to share with you all today. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and let's get into the application right now. All right. So I'm inside the application, as you can see that. Okay. Now I just want to clarify this one a little thing. Okay. So as I'm right now in the application, and probably you're using the application, we have shipped some groundbreaking updates that also I will be covering that today. Okay. By the way, if you want to be updated with all the new features and updates for the application, you can click on this beautiful button, latest updates, and you can see some of these drops, some of these videos I'm dropping to kind of be aware about all these new things and all that. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go inside designer, fast designer, and we added some artistic designer. This is the best thing when if you want artistic style of that, we have added, excuse me, yeah, we have added photo editor, human stylizer, pet stylizer. I'm going to show you all of that, okay? But let me show you what you can do with it, right? Look at that. Just look at it. Okay. So I uploaded this guy's picture. Now there is nothing that you cannot do with Artistly. Anything that you can imagine, you can do with Artistly right now. Okay. So I uploaded this guy's photo and I want it in a golden crystal style. Boom. I uploaded this guy's photo. I wanted into a hand knitted doll version. Boom. I uploaded this guy's photo and I wanted in a keychain, right? Keychain, sticker, keychain. Boom. I wanted in a white crystal. I wanted in a sticker, a paper cutout style, a watercolor style. Anything you can think of, you can do this just because of these two groundbreaking features that we have added recently, which are, photo editor, human stylizer, pet stylizer, and pet portraits. Now let me show you how you can sell these personalized portraits, right? You can sell these designs as well, and you can sell them at the framed wood version as well. Look at this. This is a bestseller, guys, right now. And each digital download, meaning just so that you understand how crazy it is, right? People are giving their photo and they want it in a different style. And each photo is going for 25 bucks, 26 bucks. Everyone and this is a bestseller, that's how crazy it is, right? People want their group family photo, look at that. There are all these buyers, right? From 2nd of June, literally like few days ago, right? Someone just bought in saying like, filter, but it is original. This amazing product. I brought it for a picture for my dad for a Father's Day, right? Father's Day is coming, right? Mother's Day, Christmas, you name it, everything, right? And it just started, guys, like 24th May, 22, every single day, 5 pieces, 7 pieces, 10 pieces are going, right? That's like your 500 bucks easy from this alone, this listing alone. And that's how the powerful it is. It's no frame, nothing, just a digital download, just an image. Imagine how powerful it is, okay? Let me show you how you can do this. Cool? Awesome. We're gonna go to Artistly application, okay? And now, we're gonna come to AI Design Assistant, okay? Let's talk about Human Stylizer. You click on it, very simple. You drop in the photo that the customer sends you or that you want to transform, or you can pick from library. I'm just gonna pick from the library, all right? I'm just gonna pick this, and all I'm gonna do, simple stuff, nothing complicated. Convert this into 3D Disney, or maybe 3D Pixar style. Generate, and just wait for a few seconds. Wait for a few seconds and you'll be done. While this is getting generated, I'm going to show you one more stuff, okay? So, design assistant, pet stylizer, okay? We give you some categories for pets. If you want for human, we can do that as well. Let me know in the comments section, because these are just some new latest updates that we are making. So all your feedback will be taken, and as you know, we're going to ship it as soon as possible, right? So let's say I want to convert it into a Ghibli style, or vector style, right? Or American cartoon, clay, origami, whatever it is. Let's say I want it in a Lego style, for example, right? I'm gonna choose from library. I'm gonna go to uploaded. I want this, convert it, and I stylize the image. Simple. This here, look at that. Just look at that. This guy with a black photo literally converted into a 3D Disney Pixar style that you can sell for 10, 15, 20, 25 frame, whatever, no frame, nothing. It's up to you. And that's the beauty here, right? Now, let me show you, right, what this guy is doing, right? So people are sending, and there's some tricks you can play to kind of increase the value that someone provides you, right? So what this guy is doing, let's see. It's an Etsy pick, okay? It's a home watercolor paint. So I'm just gonna say this is I want a dog frame wooden frame, okay? And I want which style. So they're doing 8 by 10 inches for 75, and up to 16 by 20, which is going for 100 bucks that you can do with Artistly. Pretty powerful, right? Let me show you. So 8 by 10, the user will put the photo, the quantity, and look at that, right? Are these people buying? Look at that. Just 4 orders from yesterday for 100 bucks, 400 bucks, easy, right? This item came looking exactly like the photo. I sent it. Now, there's this thing where, I get this a lot of time, right? Yeah, this is amazing. Look at this, how many how many people are already started catching, because it's the thing that the market is just so huge and big. Everyone has a good pie of that, number one, right? Everyone can take a big, like, take their share and still grow, number one. And number two is, most of these people are your, imagine, right, 4th June, right? These are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 designs, minimum $75. That's your $450 just from 4th June, right? So what I'm trying to say here, is a lot of these people, they're not aware about AI. They're your average people, right? And imagine from the perspective, like, I still, I was actually taking this ride, and I asked that guy, has no clue, like, even big company employees. I asked them, hey, do you use AI in the day? Zero clue. Sometimes they had this thing like, we are in this, because we are in this, we think that everyone knows about it, though everyone knows about it, but they don't know the intricacies, and how would they get the wooden frame? There's a whole process involved. It's not easy stuff, right? Easy. They're gonna send you the picture, you're gonna properly put it, you're gonna do some of the manual work, and that's what we call, in since our ancestors, this is what a value system is. Somebody provides something and they exchange the value together, right? There was a barter system before, now there's a monetary system we are in. And that's the thing, you're making their life easier, and this is just an amazing gift piece, right? You can add their home, their address, and all that, and that piece becomes an asset for you now, and you can kind of provide value there, right? There's a lot of people, for this is an Etsy picks, right? So when I was doing my research, I was just blown away by how much opportunity, even in our Meta group, right? In our Facebook group, there are people, like, there was one of our amazing member. He sold like pet portraits. I'll show you how to do that as well, right? 15 of them in a day on a glossy paper. That's how crazy it is. Think about this, right? And that's the possibility that you get in your hand right now. Let me show you how you can do pet portraits, okay? So I'm going to show you. Let's see if this came out. All right, this came out pretty good. Let it load up. Well, there you go. It's a cute Lego piece of my dog, for example, right? So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you with design agents, okay? To a pet portrait, right? The number one request that we got is, Yash, what's the clothing? We want clothing, clothing, clothing. It's all royal. Okay, it's a clothing. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload my cute, picture here, and then say king, for example, right? And I want 4 images. You can pick up to how many images you want, and generate the pet portrait. It's gonna think on its own, find different pieces, and then kind of give you the final result. And that you can frame, right? I'm going to show you what platform, right? Printify does not do it. Printful does not do it, and some of these platforms does not do it. I found some interesting platform that I'm going to show you. So sometimes what happens is, when you try for 4 images, it does not give you. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes, it does not catch us. Try it again. It's not cost you anything. No credits, nothing to worry about. Just try it again, and you'll get the results, right? Because we've shipped some, and I just want to say, right, because in the last week has been just an amazing week for us, and probably for you. Like, there are some things, and I want to genuinely apologize for the inconvenience that you guys have faced, and we're gonna make sure that going forward, you're not gonna face that. Whatever it is, there's some breaking, but I'm gonna make sure that right now everything will work smoothly for you, right? There's bits and pieces that we are tweaking, and we are making sure that personalized storybook should be working. It should not affect all your pieces. Look at that, how beautiful it is in just one click, right? I'm going to show you, right? So, design assistant, let me show you. And by the way, this photo editor, do not miss, what do you say, right? I forgot the word. Do not underestimate this photo editor. What this can do, no one can do. For example, let me show you one example, okay? So I'm gonna go to AI Art Illustrator, and oh, by the way, guys, by the way, you guys have been asking for some amazing designs and styles and creepy styles. So we have added, like, like creepy vintage style for those of you who are like really into, like, horror genre. You're gonna get some spooky, scary images. Sorry, excuse me. We added grunge style because of a lot of you guys, deal with junk journals and all that. And one of the requests from our amazing member is like, hey, coloring page style kind of gives me like childish images. Right? I want to do adult coloring, right? So we specifically added adult coloring book style just so that you can kind of level up, sometimes stuff like that. Anyways, I'll show you everything, okay? So coloring page, I just want, oh, by the way, why am I using it? I have my design agents working for me. So I'm just gonna go to my design agent. And oh, another thing, by the way, I just want to let you know that all these design agents are made to make your life simpler. That means one idea to a product, right? So a lot of you, type a specific detailed prompt. I recommend you to kind of give just simpler prompts here. If you have a very specific thing in your mind, go to Art Illustrator, multiple style options. We have a coloring page option there. Get from there. What this does is a basic stuff. I want cute cows. I can do 4:5, and I want 10 images. So what I'm trying to say is design agents are built to convert your idea into a finished product. Okay. So when you try to give it specific, AI kind of confused. Oh, you trained me. You told me to kind of convert a simple idea into a big, like, big enough prompt, but you're already giving me big enough prompt. What am I going to do? You know what I'm trying to say, right? The logic there. So just give it some basic ideas and it will do some pretty mind-blowing stuff. Look at this, Alice. It's so cute, right? So, okay, where we were. So we were here, AI design assistant, photo editor. So I'm gonna go from choose from library, and I'm gonna do this one. There's some pre-prompts that are given you. You can restore the images, colorize the images, remove any subject from any image. But I want to do please color this whole image. So imagine now. So you can build coloring books with a color like black and white page and a colored page. So the anyone can follow the colored version to kind of fill that, right? It's most requested thing. So we got that. This is not just the end where photo editor, you can whatever you can think of, where you want to edit minute pieces in your designs, and you could not do that anywhere. You have to use some complicated design tools like Photoshop and all that. This solves it by just typing it. You can kind of get it there. Okay, so while this is being generated, I also want to show you artistic designer, and then I will show you how you can get into framed version, what is the platform that I use, how you can sell it, and all that. Okay, I just want to cover all the things that allows you to create these portraits. Okay, so artistic designer is something really interesting, right? So a lot of times you have very specific style requirement, right? Brushy style, brushstroke, mosaic painting, stuff like that. And to be honest, create from prompt does not get you that style, right? We got that issue. So to specifically solve that issue, we got this artistic designer for you. So that means you can say mosaic painting of French bulldog, for example, bulldog on the hill, and see that, right? And this is kind of like for those of you who've been using Artistly since like last few years, look at that. Look at this image, right? Look how beautiful it came out. Imagine you have these coloring books, 10, 20 pages of coloring books, a black and white color page and a colorful page, right? It's wonderful, right? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, for those of you who've been using Artistly, because when you first got Artistly, how we went from 1.0 to 2.0, now we have 5.0 and many O's coming. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is you missed that specific so so you missed that specific style that we had in V3 designer, Artistly V3 designer. Okay, so that's what we added, right? So a lot of times when you do clip art sets, right, you want a watercolor painting, right? Watercolor style of woodland fox, for example, right? And the kind of results you're gonna get from this, you're not gonna get it from any AI image generation software out there, because this thing we just trained it from all these artistic design styles that it's very hard to get. Look at that beautiful mosaic style painting. If I were to do it, just so that you understand, if I were to do it from a basic designer, I would not get this, right? Because every feature has its own benefits, right? So if I just do it from create from prompt, and if I try it, I might get some good quality results, but I might not. So it's up to your use case, right? What I'm trying to say, there's nothing good or bad. Everything has its own pros, right? So artistic designer, if you're specifically aiming for a specific style, watercolor style and all that, all right, perfect, awesome. So for those of you just joining in, right? So look at that. Look at that mosaic. It did not do the job, right? But if you ask artistic designer to give you text in your images, it might not be able to do it. So you just kind of play around with it and kind of see which one is best for you and kind of go with that approach. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so what we're talking, just a recap, okay? We're talking about how you can sell these personalized portraits, okay, in watercolor, in like pet portraits, right? This is best sellers. That's what people are best sellers, right? How you can convert people's photo into specific style and sell them, whether it's just a pure image or whether it's framed items. How you can do that? Again, you have to look at that. Look at that watercolor woodland. How beautiful it is, right? You can kind of remove the background. Like previously, we didn't have this, right? It's wonderful. Anyways, so what do you have to do to create those portraits? You can come to human stylizer or pet stylizer, right? So that's a human stylizer. You're gonna click from this. You're gonna say this, and you're gonna pick your image, and you're gonna say, convert this to charcoal sketch, right? I actually did it with my mom's picture, and I kind of got it printed, anyways. So pretty cool. Excuse me. Yeah. So it's gonna convert it to charcoal sketch. And now the question here is, how do we sell it? Where do we get this good in frame? Printful or Printify or whatever they necessarily do not get this, right? Where should we go? Well, well. While this is getting generated, I want to look at that. How beautiful it is. Charcoal sketch, right? Exactly, it's gonna take your details. Very powerful stuff, right? So let me know. I'm just gonna take a look at your questions, and then I'm just gonna go with how you can actually get them printed and shipped to your customers. How do we get two people and their animal in one picture? Well, you can kind of ask them, hey, can you just, so it is not just related to one picture. You can upload group pictures, right? So if I can find a group picture, I'll show you, right? You can do group picture. You can do pet photos, right? So okay, perfect. I'm just gonna show you, right, once again, so that we are all clear. Okay, perfect. So let me just show you once again. Okay, okay, perfect. Share my screen. All right, so you can see this, right? So what you have to do is go to AI Design Assistant. Okay, go to Human Stylizer. Cool. Upload the photo. Let's say I'm just this time I'm gonna upload, let's say this photo, and I say convert this to watercolor, painting, for example, and generate. Look at what's gonna do, right? And then you can do the same with the pet stylizer as well, which gives you more, like Ghibli style, origami, clay, Pixar, American cartoon, pixel, vector, whatever it is, right? So let's say I want to do origami. I'm just gonna pick that, upload my image. Let's say this is the one. Stylize it, right? Automatically going to stylize your pictures. Look at that, how beautiful it is, right? And then you can do some editing, add their pet's name and all that, right? So are we clear so far? Let me know in the comments, right? So that's pretty much how you can actually convert. Now we're going to talk about um, now we're going to actually talk about how you can get these personalized portraits, right, converted into your wooden framing, delivering, and all that. Like, where do you go, what should you do, where are you going to upload, your images and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so perfect. Let me just see. All right, perfect. So yeah, house conversion actually works the same way. Let me just show you how the house conversion is. Let me just get a picture real quick. I'll show you. It's the same thing as your. Let me just get a picture real quick. Let's say this is the picture that I received from the customer, for example, right? I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna share my screen. How you do that? All right. So let me know if you can see my screen. All right. So 1 second. I'm just gonna drop it. Give me a moment, please. Once done. All right. So there you go. All right. So it should be visible. All right. So let's say I uploaded this right in the human stylized thing. I'm just gonna do convert this to watercolor, right? I'm just gonna generate. Simple stuff, basic stuff, and that's how you can do it. I'm just going to show it again, right? Design assistant. You can create portraits as well here, right? So I'm just going to do design assistant, human stylizer, pick from library. We already got the photo there, but anyways, let's say I want, let's see the photogram. Just want to show you what you can do. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just going to show you this, right? Beautiful, right? And then now you can kind of add it in the frame. I'm going to show you how you can do that. You can add like their house address, sweet home, and all the details like these guys did, right? Like stuff like this. They pretty much did the same thing. Anyways, so the platform that we're going to use, right, is this. And there's a beauty with this platform that I just love that, right? So this is the best, in my experience when it comes to print on demand for your wall arts, right? Because a lot of these companies where you use Printify, Printful, and all that kind of stuff, they have this limitations that they don't have this specific product, right? Now the quality is good, and interesting thing what they did, which I pretty much like, is you can get a free sample, right? So you have the confidence that what you're sending to your customers is the best quality they give you. I'm gonna give the link for this, by the way, just in case but it's called printseekers.com. Okay, I'm going to share the link in the description. But the way it works is very simple. Okay, so this is I'm inside. You can connect your Etsy store directly here, and then you can create a product manually. You can do whatever you want, right? So I'm just gonna get rid of this for now and create the product, right? So here's the product manual you can do, right? Like, let's say if somebody does it, like, gives you their address, and let's say for example you don't have your Etsy store up, but you still got your orders from word of mouth, from whatever it is, right, from your friends, from your network, or whatever it is, from your website. You can still create these manual orders, but the main idea is you can kind of get the free sample from here, and the best quality, right? Let me just show you, right? So I'm just gonna, let's say I'm gonna do this. Just put my name here. Okay, I'm just gonna do. Let's say I'm just gonna do this, right, and just hit next. So you're just gonna add some details, for example. Okay. I'm just gonna see. Let's say where it's United States. Let's do Arizona, whatever it is. Okay, that's not Arizona. But then, yeah, see, here's the thing, right? So the design must be 300 dpi, aspect ratio is correct ratio, use RGB, all that. Now you understand. Now there's a good question that's gonna come, right? How you convert this into 300 dpi? Let me show you. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to go there and then click on design assistance. Okay, you're gonna see AI upscaler. Okay, now click on choose from library, pick the portrait, or you can upload. So if you've done some editing, upload the edited version, like if you added some names and all. So just for now, I'm going to pick it and convert to 300 dpi, right? And upscale the image. So what this is going to do, it's going to, if you already have your image big enough, it's going to convert it such that, it has the design, right? And you can kind of create product template. Now from here, it's pretty straightforward, right? Do you want a canvas? Do you want poster? When you connect it to Etsy, it's going to be just pretty straightforward. But do you want a canvas? Do you want a poster, a wallpaper? I want a canvas. What will be the canvas model? It framed gallery? It's framed. Whatever the depth, the material. Cotton or polyester. Canvas frame, black frame, dark wood. People are asking there in the Etsy frame. This is how I do it, right? How many like it's unit, it's in inches. How long? It's 8 by 10. Is that what they're selling for? It's a color, for example, right? Upload your design, shipping method, standard express, and then it next done the payment, easy stuff. Send to the production. Because right now, I'll show you like the number of products they have. See products. I want to show you, right? What kind of products they have. So their pricing starts. This is one of their top. This is their cotton polyester thing, which goes for around 17 or bucks, right? So you can order a free sample, just kind of see. But this is what the color looks like. This is the continuous how it looks like, and this is the mirror frame that it looks like, right? So most probably you'd go with your basic color one because nobody's gonna set the side of that. If that's a wooden frame, if you know what I mean. So it goes for like 13 bucks excluding VAT, and then there's shipping with including shipping and stuff like that. So that's where the thing, right? You sell it for 20 bucks including shipping and stuff like that, and then you sell it there for 75 or 55, and there are 50-60% margins over there. Pretty simple, right? You can order it for yourself, or you can order a free sample, right? Free sample is very simple. Get a free sample, fill the form. You must be active, user friendly, whatever it is, so and then just submit it, right? So that's the power of this, right? Which is you can convert this like this. For example, you would upload the design, it will come as the wooden frame, for your free samples, and then for your customers the same thing, right? You can give them all the options that you have, right? Background options you can give them if you want to, not necessary. And then look at that, right? Basic cotton paper, dark thing is minimum selling for 75. Why? Because it costs them 20 bucks. They sell it for 75. That's the margin. There's a fee that Etsy takes for a small percentage, per listing they takes, and the commission and all that. But yeah, that's how we do it, right? And now, just like this, right? For example, the example that we showed here, for example, one second, like this one, there's no thing, right? If you want to go the frame way, you can go, but you can go this way as well, where you can convert them into keychains, or if they want, right, sculptures, or this 3D Pixar style, right, 3D cartoon style. It's a digital download. If I give my picture, it's going to give me the 3D version of that, and people can use it, and there's just so many of them, right? Right now I noticed like there's a Father's Day coming, right? People are converting into like American cartoon, which we already have a design for, right? People are converting into your Simpson styles, your Disney style, your look at that, right? It's a bestseller, right? Digital download, simple stuff. You can convert this, right? If I get this picture, you can convert this picture into this style, right? And if we see, there are quite a lot of people who are actually doing this, and there's one another interesting thing is when a lot of people are doing it, that does not mean there's a competition. That means there's a market. Because if you were alone, and if you're just the first in the market and there's no demand for it, there's no point you hustling hard. But when there's already demand for it, there's hundreds of thousands of people, there's just little creativity you can do, and there's thousands and thousands of unique ideas. Look at that, right? This is the custom Disney style, and how powerful. This is an already in 13 people car, and sells for 15 bucks. Oh, sorry, $5. And then digital side, they want A4, the price goes up a little bit. They want one, they want two style, two pets, two people, three people. So they have their creative pricing as well. So if they're like five people, then they would pay $10 for that. It's basic stuff. And already you got this one order from June and July, and there's all that kind of good stuff that you can kind of do with that, right? And that's the power of it, right? So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and I'm gonna let you a question. I know I kind of go a little bit fast, but let me know um which part of area that you want me to cover. But that's the idea. The core idea is, right, you're gonna get a simple photo and then get this converted into a personalized portrait, right? So perfect. So 100%, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of demand. And let me know now your question, right? It's a questions time. Any questions you have, any ideas? It would be amazing to have seamless integration. 100%, we're gonna have that. Any questions you have specific to any questions or anything you have, just let me know. Because a lot of you guys were, I know we had this a lot of people who are using Artistly for the first time, and we are encountering each other for the first time. So it's going to be a little bit of that thing, because that might speed bit. Anyways, so let me know your questions and your stuff and all that, and I'm gonna go to my screen back again, and then let me know how many of you are for the first time here, right? Would I use a portrait to make a design to place on a t-shirt? Jay Michael, that's an absolutely good question. You can do that. So you can actually get the design and then get them printed as a t-shirt if you want, right? It's totally up to you. It's totally up to your choice of things. But the idea is that there are so many unique things that you can do, right? So perfect. Awesome. Noted, right? So my first time here. Hi, all the first time viewers. Probably we're meeting for the first time, and I highly recommend you guys, if you're not joined the Meta group, Facebook groups, right? Artistly Facebook group and stuff, like, do join there, because there's a lot of communications, a lot of hidden, some tips and tricks. There's a lot of members, a lot of what do you say, right? Members are interacting with each other. They're sharing their ideas and prompts, and they're sharing their good stuff and the bad stuff, the learnings and all that. You're gonna learn a lot. Okay. All right. Perfect. So that's the thing, right? So exactly. So now I'm going to show that. I'm going to show you a couple more tricks here that you can do with Artistly, right? And if you have any question, let me know, and then I'll just get this going. 1 second. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Perfect. So this should have came. All right. This is a 300 DPI converted, image, higher version, right? So you got design assistant, we got photo editor, human stylizer, pet stylizer, we have a character creator. So in case you're building something, you're building a book, you're building a magazine or a storybook, right? You can come here, let's say a Pixar style. You can say 16 years old warrior, for example, right? And for quantities, what it's gonna do, it's gonna create in different characters, right? So you don't have to think about what character should I pick. It's very, very helpful, right? Now I want to show you some more things, right? Personalized storybook. This is amazing thing, right? Is now a lot of people, if you go there, right? If you see here, personalized storybook, you're gonna love this, right? Check this out. There are people who are selling their personalized storybook, for $12, 11, same thing, 32, right? That's just people sharing their stories and all that. Let me show you how you can build that as well, right? Pretty powerful stuff, right? So personalized storybook, click on create a new story. Child name, let's say it's Mathrick, I'm gonna give him a gender, right? Like specify the gender, number of pages. I want 10 pages. I'll put I think he's 4 years old, you can put a custom tone, like I want a horror story, an adventure story, I want a magical story, I want a fairy tale style story, epic adventure. and generate the prompts. What it's going to do, it's going to automatically write the story for you, right? And and then it's kind of, check this out, and then you can upload the child's picture. Let me just upload his picture here, you know and then pick your aspect ratio and generate. Very simple approach. It's gonna make him the master of his own story, the hero of his own story. With him, with the story, that you can actually convert them into a PDF, flip books, whatever you want. Okay, that's the power. While this is being generated, look at that, our warrior, right? Pretty powerful, right? 16-year-old warrior. Now you want this warrior to do something, or if you want consistent character, well, you can come to AI Design Assistant, and you can click on, sorry, not consistent, but consistent character section. Click on 3D style, pick your character, for example. Okay, we got Matrick over here. Anyways, we'll come to him. And then I say a cartoon, a boy cooking in the kitchen. So, a lot of you guys wanted like character consistency for your characters and all that. Here's how you can do it. Look at that. He's kind of going through the adventure stuff like that. Now, how do you convert this into a flip book? Okay. So it's very important, guys, and I want you to understand this, right? When you come to your personal design section, you will see something like designer v5, script to storybook, kit storybook, personalized storybook, all that kind of good stuff. Click on personalized storybook. Okay, so it gives you this button, okay, create flipbook. Now when you click on create flipbook, it will kind of open up this checkbox over here, right? When you click on select story, it kind of select all the pages of your storybook, okay, like 10 pages. It should say 10. Okay, create the flipbook. All right, you can actually convert this into different languages, and then we have a plan to kind of add multiple languages, right? There's a demand of Swedish, German. Like German we already have, like Tamil, Malayalam language, Kannada language, and all Filipino. I've got like 29 lists already ready to be there. Will be available in the next coming weeks and so. But anyways, so I want it in English. Now, beautiful thing is you can make a talking book, online talking book. That means it will speak. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, right? Then page by page, the kid does not have to read it. There's a follow along that he can listen to and read afterwards. That's very powerful, right? Page template also, just want to add there's some 5-page templates here. We're gonna add 5 more, and I give you functionality as well coming days, like blank pages. Okay, like you can, like, sometimes you don't want like kid frames here, right? I'm just gonna upload a front cover as ifs, right? And I'm just gonna do generate the flipbook. Now what it's gonna do, guys, okay, it's gonna convert this thing into a flipbook like this. Let me show you that you can download it into a PDF. Look at this, like this. Pretty powerful, right? Without you having to do that, now you can give this as a gift. You can do it for customers, whatever you want. Okay, our story about metric is also ready. I'm just going to see the one that we have just created right now, and it just got instantly converted into a flipbook, right? So its internet is a little bit slow, so I'm just going to cancel it. I'm going to try it again, right? So, okay, now it's going to load up. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Wonderful. That's the power. That is the power, right? Let me know if you have any questions, queries, um, you know, uh, any feedback, suggestions, and all that. I'm open. Let's go. What is the feed? All right. So team will drop the Artistly group, Facebook group link. Okay, in the chat. All right. So that you can join it for your feedbacks and your new generations and creations and everything, right? How do I generate an animal coloring book with a picture of an animal side by side with the animal outline and color? I'm going to show you that. Okay, Perfect. I would have a wonderful flip book as videos. All right. So sorry if I missed. Can you do talking video books? Yeah. So Bengali language, yes, that's about to add. And regarding the question that we got regarding the talking kids books, so it's gonna speak. So let me show you how does it work, right? So let me just generate one so that we know. You can actually create a book through a publisher, 100%. Let me just show you. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. Awesome. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm just gonna go there, personalized design, and I'm gonna go. Okay, there. By the way, you know the consistent character that we want to be cooking. There you go. That's how powerful it is. You know. So personalized storybook, create flipbook, select the story, create the flipbook, choose the voice. I generally go with Ethan, Grace, Isabel, select the template, a page template, I mean, select the cover, right? I'm just gonna go with the cover. I'll show you how some tricks as well, because a lot of people are having some issues with the text in it. Just a matter of prompt, you tweak the prompt a little bit, it kind of gives you that approach. Anyways, I'm just gonna give this an idea and then generate the flip book. So now what's gonna do, guys, right? It's gonna create like a talking book. That means I'll show you. Okay, when it comes. Okay, while this is being getting generated, I want to show you coloring pages book, right? So let's say someone say I want to do cute animal coloring page. How do you do that? Let me show you. Design agents, flip art, cute animal, 4 is to 5, 10 images, done. While this is generating, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Just 1 second. While this is perfect. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Keep your questions coming. Okay, I just love you. I love answering all your questions. So perfect. All right, our book is getting generated, by the way. All right, thank you. All right, so so I'm just gonna go here. All right, our book should be ready by now. We go to flipbooks. Boom, our book is ready. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, read it. Now, what I meant by talking book is that you understand, right? Uh, Check this out. So, I mean, speaker is a little far away, but I hope you can. So, this is, you know. So there's a speaker, there's a spokesperson gonna say what's on the thing, and then kids can kind of follow along with it, right? And it will automatically turn, and it will say stuff like this, right? And it can automatically so that's the approach with this, right? So that's what we mean by talking. That means it's an easy follow along with that, right? So let's cover that, and so that should kind of answer your question. Now, oh my bad, I kind of created clip arts with cute animals, which are pretty cute, but I want coloring pages. No worries, I'm just gonna do agents. I'm gonna go to coloring pages, and I'm gonna do cute animals. I'm gonna do 4 is to 5, select quantities, 10 images, generate coloring pages. I'm show you something really, really powerful, okay? How do you convert them into lining, right? So let this generate now. All right, so perfect. Can the generated flipbook cannot be downloaded? You can download that only as a PDF. You know, though you can kind of share the flipbook with other people as a link, so they can view them on their tablets, their computers, their laptop. And there's amazing members, who already kind of have their kids create story for them, so they can create unlimited storybooks. So that's really, really interesting that people are using it for. Anyways, Can we give the storyline and artistly come up with it? Absolutely. I'm going to show you how do you do that. Okay. So all right, perfect. Thanks for the answer. All right, perfect. Let me just show how to. Let's answer that coloring book question first, okay? And then we're gonna come to this, okay? So how do you do outline, and how do you do a color? Let me show you. So let's say I want this. So I'm gonna go to design assistant. I'm gonna go to photo editor. I'm gonna choose from library. I'm gonna pick this. I'm just gonna pick this style, like please color this whole image and generate. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna do it again with some of them, so that kind of how does it work. We kind of already got the answer for that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna please color this whole image, generate the image, and then I want to do one more time. Go to photo editor. I'm gonna go choose from library. I'm gonna pick this cute, you know, rabbit or penguin or bear or something like this, and generate it. Now the beauty here, look at that, guys. Look at that. So you can have on one page an outline, and on one page a color style for kids to follow. You know what I mean, right? It's the same thing with this penguin, and you kind of. By the way, if you want to bulk download, you don't have to download them one by one. You can click on bulk download, and you can kind of select what designs you want to download, and then you kind of select them and get them download them at once if you don't want to. Now, if you want a very specific design style or whatever it is, I recommend you go to Art Illustrator, click on coloring page, or come down, click on adult coloring if you want adult coloring style. And then, for example, if I'm going to do this, I say man plucking flowers, for example, right? You can kind of use this uh, feather option to enhance your prompt, right? And I'm just going to do 4:5 and 4 quantities. I'm just gonna go with my normal prompt. If you have it, look at that. Look how beautiful it is, right? This is your black and white picture. This is your color picture. Now the kids can follow along with it, right? So that is the power of artistly, right? Another thing, look at that. This adult coloring style gives you more, your adult difficult coloring styles. Those creative coloring styles, right? And then same thing you can do. So I go to design assistant, photo editor, choose from library. Let's say I like, this is some complicated designs, right? Pick on this, color the whole image, and generate. So you kind of get there. Another interesting thing for those of you guys do like junk journals and all that kind of stuff, so you can do here. Let's say I do grunge scrape scrapebook, maybe scrapebook. Yeah, whatever it is. It's basic prompt for now. Generate 4 quantities and then do that. And let me know, guys. Look at that. This design into this. Now the guys can follow. This is the best thing right now. You cannot do this anywhere. Be it any software. Cannot, because again, Artistly is built by your feedbacks, your requests, your stuff like that for you, right? So we kind of get these grunge paper style. You can also get like blank styles, but because I haven't mentioned it in the prompt, that's why it will give some random styles. But yeah, that's what it is, right? And now I'm gonna come to your questions and see how many questions we got, right? So all right. So, yep. Let's see. Adult convert mean, like, for example, complacement would be more appropriate for 100%. Let me know, right? So, can we generate our older images? Can we generate our older images to the new style to be accepted for use in the new coloring? Yep, you can, 100%. So, SVG Vivek, it's not. Oops, my camera keeps blurring me out. How do I do that? So James, what you can do? Give me a moment, guys. My camera is kind of acting weird today. you know, like this. Anyways, so James, what you can do, there's not been a specific feature that does that, but what you can do, so let's say you want a front elevation for it, right? So I'm trying to generate a rendering of a PDF of my front elevation. So you can go to photo editor, and then you can join the meta group of artistly and kind of be very you can drop your request there. Maybe I can take a look at that, what exactly you wanted there, because that some interesting, that's your interesting question, and I would like to help you. But for now, you can go to design assistant, photo editor, and just ask it like create a front. So create a back view of this, front elevation of this, and you can do that. Yeah. Okay. There's another question that we got is, how do you create a or use there's another thing that we got is, how can I basically add our own storyline, how we can add a storyline and convert to a storybook. Let me cover that. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So, perfect. Uh, sure. Awesome. Can you correct text in story PDF? Yep. Let me just show you. All right. Let me show you. So you go to the application. Right. Some designs came out pretty good. So design agents. Now there are two approaches that you can do, right? Excuse me. So there are two things. So let's say you want kid storybook or you have a story. So two approach. If you want AI to follow your story only, do not think on its own, choose script to storybook. Meaning, if you have like a story that you created, you got from somewhere else, and you want it to be illustrated, pick this option. But you're not sure about the story, but you have a story idea in your mind. There's two difference between that, right? A fully written story or a story idea, then use kid storybook. If you just have a story idea, create a new story, pick your story type, moral, blah blah blah, picture books, story summary. Let's say like farmer and turtle patience story, for example, right? Number of pages are on 20 pages, plans of increasing it 100%, number of characters 2, you know, and then generate the prompts. The beauty here, what it is doing, it's kind of, now taking your idea, writing a story, page by page, creating a character design sheet for you so that you don't have to, and kind of doing all the heavy lifting without you having to do a lot of mumbo jumbo there, right? Like without you having to think about the story, ask it, write the prompt. It's automatically doing all sorts of heavy lifting behind the scenes, and it gives you the story like this, right? It properly gives you the character sheets, page illustration, page context, page text, and everything. Okay, you pick the option, you pick the style you want. Let's say I want this in a creepy style. I don't know, like I've never done this. It should be a moral story. You can do anything you want. It's up to you. Generate the story. Well, let's do this fantastic experiment here, right? And let's see how our creepy moral story will come out. It will take a few minutes because okay, we're already kind of getting some creepy like turtles. Let's see how it comes out, right? Just give it some moment, and then once it will come up, you can actually convert that into a PDF, convert that into a flip book, and do anything you want. Just give it some moment while we just do one more thing. Another thing, right? Artistic designers, very very powerful, specifically if you're thinking of watercolor, for example, say watercolor painting of up to dogs in the garden. The beautiful idea here is, I'll just show you, right? 4:5 with this artistic approach. What kind of, okay, we kind of got some creepy designs there, which is very crazy. Anyways, so That's the thing, right? So you kind of get that moral of the story, stuff like this. So and yeah, so you can now go to kids storybook, create a flip book, select story, create the flip book, and all that kind of good stuff, right? So you can do whatever you want there. Let me just show you how do you do that. So create a flip book, select the story, create the flip book, select the templates, do that, choose your front cover. Let's say I want this, then into the flip book, and then it kind of goes through that. The 41 pages here, because one page is the image, one page is the text, and it will do the job. How cool is that, right? So let's see. Okay, kind of loud. All right, so can a page of a storybook picture be generated when the fingers appear strangely, say 6 fingers or 3 hands? Yep, you can click on regenerate, and then you will get the story. So can we edit and correct the text in the story PDF? Currently, there's no way to edit it, but we can add this into a pipeline and we'll make it, excuse me, so we can make that available, right? Can storybook narration highlight the words as they read? It's not possible because it's like a flipbook format and there's no easy way, but in a video format definitely we can do that, so can story feature be used for ask if I want to tell a story about benefits of company? Yep, you can actually creatively use that, right? So let me know, can we upload the book? Yep, there are, if you join, right? So our team is in the chats right now and they will add the artistly group, right? We have a Facebook group for that, and everyone is sharing their creations and prompts and tips and tricks for that. And then if you go there, there are quite a lot of people who uploaded their storybooks, their coloring books, their stuff like that on Amazon. You can start selling that, right? And that's a powerful thing, right? Because when you communicate, you discuss, you have questions, you can ask, and that's just a whole. That's the difference between like having a community at your side and a team helping you, always, right? Because last week has been like, every single things. So that's, we are here, that we are there as well. I'm personally there as well. Our team is there to help you every step of the way. So let me know, let me know who's first time watching this and who kind of got my flow and then who kind of understood it. If you have any questions, what do you think about this training, or we hope you get a lot of value from this training. And we're gonna, as we do these trainings on a weekly basis, covering different strategies and different, just like today, right? There's so many unique things that you can do. It's just that our minds are, we don't, so there's this one thing, there's a saying, right? When we don't, like, where the creative idea comes from is when we see other people, when we see in real life, when we see them in that, right? And because we could not think from like a base idea, right? So when we see that, okay, there's a market for that, you can kind of capitalize that, right? Could you add a few solid color blank templates? Noted, will be added very soon. Can you put your own text instead of the one generated in storybooks? Yes, Vivek. If you want to use your own text, you would use script to storybook, add your own text, and it will divide page by page. Uh, and it will divide it page by page, and we'll create the illustrations of that, right? Maximum number of pages, it's 25 right now, right? And script to storybook, if you go, you can go above that, honestly, because sometimes the script's a bit longer, sometimes the script is a little bit shorter. Up to that, you can kind of have that approach, right? So yep, guys, let me know. That's kind of pretty much it, what I wanted to cover today. I hope you got a lot of value from this training session. Make sure you join the Facebook group because a lot of amazing discussions and interesting discussions are happening there. You're gonna love it. The prompts that are being shared, the advice. Sometimes I feel like, hi, how did you create this as artistry? Because new ideas. One brain versus 10,000 brain. One brain versus 20,000 brain, right? So that's the thing. Thank you so much, Elric. Can you swap the face of the image to create a storybook? For that, use personalized storybook. you know Personalized storybook, because it will come up with that face. But if you want specific face, you can kind of, you know, use a custom face switcher with that, right? Yeah, so your pet stylizer, your human stylizer, photo editor, all those are some interesting developments that we just did this last week based on your so thank you, based on your feedback and request. Thank you so much, Shana. Thank you so much. So t-shirt design, right? So I want to specifically hone into the t-shirt design, and I want to cover that specific part in the next upcoming training because I know the issue there, right? I know that sometimes the t-shirt design is coming with the t-shirt, and it's very hard to extract that design. I'm solving that right now. In the next training, you'll get it solved so that it will come with this, it will come with the accurate code style, right? I know that's the issue. I noted it. A team is what the devs are fixing it. So probably before that, and I will update in the update section, right? It's a major update coming next week. So 100% t-shirt design is coming. Let me know whatever you want, guys. Okay, be honest, be transparent, I'm open for all the feedbacks, criticism, appreciation, suggestions, open. Let me know whatever you want. I'll get that shipped to you, as possible, right? So yeah, my camera is doing all sorts of crazy stuff today. All right, so that's the thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending your precious time with me. I'll see you now in the groups, chatting with you, communicating with you, sharing some golden nuggets there as well. And if you have any questions, you let me know. Still, we're gonna wait for 5 minutes. And if you don't have any questions, well, once again, thank you so much for spending your precious time with me till the very end. I really, really, really appreciate it. And Father's Day is coming. Go build some crazy. It's not just limited to Father's Day, your Christmas, your 4th of July, your Mother's Day, children's weddings, everything. Here, imagination is the limitation, right? There's no limitation. Imagination. As far as you can think of, you can get anything you want. Thank you so much, J. Michael. Thank you so much, Smart Fox Economics. And let me know where do you guys are from generally, and what kind of suggestions and all that that you have for us. We'll definitely work on that. And kind of, so sometimes kind of like a little late for my friends from India and then my friends from Australia and stuff like that. I really appreciate you spending that time with me, and then kind of understand the whole flow, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So yeah, so yep, I need some. Yeah, so attend the trainings, Jim. Share it as much as I can. So can you show a quick example? How can I do the home rendering from a blank PDF? Okay, so right now, James, you cannot do a home rendering from a blank PDF, but what you can do, if you can share the PDF, that's why I suggested you, because it's kind of very hard for you to share the PDF right now in this format. Generally, what you can do, you can take a screenshot of a PDF, and then we can kind of upload it as an image and kind of get the elevation out. Because whatever you can think, you can do that. Right? You can get it generated from photo editor. So share your from Texas. Hey, nice. Share all the amazing creations. I'm looking forward for all the other plans to create animations. 100%. uh, I'm glad that everyone. All right, perfect. We really appreciate it. I hope you're having fun with it, right? So without further, without without stretching it further, I just wanna wrap up this here. Again, step number one, we talked about personalized portrait. Step number two, converting them using Design Assistant. Step number three, selling them using sites like print seekers and all that, right? So thank you so much, everybody. I will talk to you in the next one with some amazing updates, some amazing features, some amazing techniques and trainings and strategies. Till then, take care of yourself, your family, and your health. Looking forward for your amazing creations in the Facebook group. I'll see you. Talk to you soon. Wish you all the very best. Take care. Thank you so much, guys.